Hey guys, today our topic is about the linear functions. Today we're gonna learn about how to draw a graph by using an equation and also find out the domain and range of that function. So, for example, our question is y equals -2 by 3x plus 2. So, we have already know that in graph there is a slope always. So when you have to draw a graph of a linear equation, the first thing you have to do is to find the slope. And slope is always with the value of x. So wherever your variable x is there, the value is written with the variable means these are the slopes. Here you can see with our x, it's -2 by 3. So this is my slope. Now, the upper term is the rise, while the bottom one is the run. So whatever the value with the variable x, it is our slope, and the upper one, which is the numerator, we call it the rise, and the bottom one, which is the denominator, we call it run. So now the next thing is, what does this 2 means to us in the question? It means it is our intercept. And what does intercept mean? Whenever we have a graph to draw, the intercept means that we should have to start from that point in our graph. So we wouldn't be able to draw our graph if we didn't find the intercept or the slope. So we always have to start from our intercept. Here, first of all, I have to identify where is my intercept. On this graph, the graph is very simple. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, this is the negative x-axis, this is the negative y. The upper one and the right one are always positive, and the left and the downward are always negative. Now I have to find my intercept. So where is my intercept? And intercept is always on y-axis. You should have to know this. Intercepts are always on my y-axis. So where is 2 on my y? It's going to be here. And now I have to work on my slope. As you know, my slope is -2 by 3. So I just write here rise over run. So what does this rise mean? If it's negative, negative means it's going to go downward. So because my rise is 2, and it's negative, so I have to move 1, 2 down, and my run is 3. You can see. So I have to run, because it's positive, I have to run towards the right 3 points. 1, 2, and 3. So my next point would be here. Then I have to repeat the procedure down to right 3. So if I go down 2 and right 3, my next point would be here. So you can see I can get many points similarly like this one. So if I join these lines, I will get a straight line. So this is a linear equation graph. And now the question is it a function? So we can see, yes, it is a function. As you can say, for every point of x, there is only one value of y. So yes, it is a function. And what about the domain and range? We can say, I already told you that for every straight line graph, our domain and range wouldn't gonna change. Our domain would be x, such that x is an element of real number, and range would be y, such that y is the element of real number. So you have to memorize this thing. Just for every straight line graph, it's going to be same, the domain and range. So you shouldn't have to work on domain and range. You shouldn't have to bother yourself, because in this graph you can see your x value is continuing going, your y value is also continuing going. So it should be any real number on this line. So we can't count it. That's why we just write it like x is an element of real number, because real numbers are many. Okay. Hopefully you can understand